emotionally14.com. I am, of course, your mighty Brad Barnes, and I'm joined by
Ian Harbour.
Hey, it's us.
It is.
It does seem a while since we've had Legion stuff.
I'm sure it isn't, but it does seem a
No,
while,
but I mean,
yeah.
we played the Downed ATST campaign a couple of weeks back.
Mm-hmm.
But for some reason, Legion's one of those games, if you stop playing it, all you do is think about playing the next game.
That's very true. Yeah. We do.
We've had sexy gaming times. We've played Fat No Miniature Game. We've played the tripods and triplanes set for Wings of Glory.
We've been busy.
We've been busy.
Oh, yeah,
They're just not legioning. But that is because we're saving up our Legion excitement for Celtic.
Well, we are. Yes, that will be an awesome game, won't it?
Yeah.
It's going to be mega.
Yeah, there's not been much Legion or Armada news recently, which is fine because I think we kind of got blasted to the wall after Gen Con.
Yeah, there was a lot of things coming out there, wasn't there?
Yeah. I'm still surprised there's no news of the Clone Wars Armada set because they announced that about a year ago and it just seems to have gone quiet.
Oh, okay. Mind you, they sometimes do that. They just all like, oh yeah, this is coming true.
By the way,
we've
got the.
But there's no relevance about it, is there? So,
no, maybe it's because they are saving all that hype for Clone Wars Legion and then they're going to follow on with that afterwards.
This as well.
Oh, by the way, which, I'm actually quite excited about it because there's quite a lot of big ship battles in the Clone Wars TV series, so there's actually possibly
there is more.
There's possibly more potential for Clone Wars Armada than there ever was for Galactic Civil War Armada.
And so that Clone Wars Legion is going to be interesting because so many lightsabers on there.
Yeah, I'm wondering if you're going to get like the equivalent of the Death Troopers or Rebel Specialists. You're going to get a squad of Jedi.
Yes, why wouldn't you?
Yeah, just no namers. But
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Squad of Padawans.
Padawan number 3.
Vader, yeah.
Yes.
I think I'm also kind of hopeful they're going to start doing some cross-faction units as well.
Right. Okay.
Well, if you did something,
well, basically you got light and dark at the moment, haven't we?
Yeah, but if you did, the Mandalorians could conceivably work for the CIS, the Galactic Republic, and the Empire.
Yes. Yes, you could. Yeah.
Well, why couldn't Wookiees work for Galactic Alliance and Rebel Alliance?
There must be because there was like a Wookiee.
It's in Revenge of the Sith, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. I mean, you got like Wookiee, like bounty hunters as well, haven't you? So.
Black Chrysanthemum, the scary dude from the Star Wars TV. Yeah, it's Star Wars comedy.
Yeah, see, I mean,
you remembered him from Outer Rim. I'm impressed.
it obviously could be. It may not all be the same. Voice, really.
Yeah, but it's. I think the more they open up the time, there's more space. Because at first, I wonder if we tackled it the wrong way. We were kind of, no, we're not going to move outside of this time frame. Then as it's gone along, we've actually kind of gone, well, it's not a campaign. We can just pick and choose a different story each time.
Yes. Yeah, I still think having some chronological time through.
Well, when we do our gameplay videos, we don't cross-pollinate the timelines or elections. You're never going to get Anakin Skywalker versus Darth Vader in an episode of Fire.
We had a young Anakin.
We saved that bullshit for HeroClix. Where Doctor Strange fights Hugh McGrath. Check out our other show, Bring On The Bad Guys, available on Emotion 4G's YouTube channel for just whatever it is we're talking about this week. Have you been Star Warsing much otherwise?
No, I fear not.
No. I've started rewatching the Clone Wars series in preparation for the Clone Wars Legion, so I can actually pretend I know what I'm talking about.
I haven't done that. No preparation at all.
No, you're going to fly blind. Fly casual.
No, we will get those other ones done before Christmas, so we can actually get to see that.
It's good. Oh yeah,
I'll just top that up.
Yeah. You excited for 9
Man? Yes, because I think it's going to be a completion, and they're going to look elsewhere after that. So it ends the Skywalker story in a way, not the sound of it.
Yes, I would say I've heard that twice in my life before.
This is the last one.
Yes. Yikes.
We're all dead now.
It seems like there's a lot of story to squeeze into one film to me. But hey, they've surprised us before. There was a lot of story to squeeze into Last Jedi that didn't manage it. It's not the best, fight me. Anyway, there is a reason we're here. I'm talking Star Wars because that's also a show that I've got Emotion 14. We've got 2 brand new releases for Star Wars Legion we need to talk about. Are you excited about these ones or more curious?
Curious.
Yeah, they're not heavy hitters.
I've only looked at the pictures and thought, Oh, okay, that looks different. Okay,
Yeah, it wasn't what we were expecting.
No,
This
no.
version. So do you want to bring them up on the Star Wars Legion teleporter? So we have the Imperial Shoretroopers. Couple glare down there. And we have the Rebel Veterans. Now, I'm curious about these. Firstly, it's intriguing their core units.
Yeah, core units, and
So they will take up the same slot as these guys take up the same slot as Snow Troopers and Stormtroopers. These will take up the same slots as Rebel Troopers and Fleet Troopers.
yes, yeah.
So they're not spec forces, which is what we've seen the bulk of releases be.
Yes,
which
specialised
does kind of
forces.
undercut the special bit when everyone in the army is spec forces. So you have to have at least 3 and up to 5 core units in a standard build. Grand Army's different. I can never remember it off the top of my head. Fight me. And it's intriguing. What intrigues me about the artwork is it looks like there's 2 different unit cards there. So I wonder if they've got split
okay, I
them.
noticed that. No,
So with the commandos and the scout troopers, you could
You
do.
split the force.
You can either do a squad or a strike team of 2 members.
That's right, yeah.
And I'm intrigued a core unit being able to do that is interesting.
Yeah.
So we'll have to wait and see what
I
the second
that.
card
I
is.
spotted that.
Yeah. So the Rebel Veterans. In terms of uniforms, in terms of sculpt, they don't look that different from Rebel Troopers.
They do look a lot like the guys that was on Hoth.
They do look a bit Hoth-like.
Yeah.
I feel the Legion troops have been very good at actually have relatively ambiguous sculpts because they're wearing the same clothes as the Rebel Troopers that we use in our games, and we've painted those up in forest jungle camo.
Yes.
And they don't look like they're Hoth troopers anymore.
It's
Yeah.
fine.
The sculpts are very ambiguous. They've used Hoth artwork for sure, and on the cards as well. But once on the table, customise, do whatever you want. So we've got a guy. I'm not sure if that's a flamethrower or a multi-melter or an anti-tank rifle.
Yeah,
it's big. Some big gun.
And you've got obviously a tripod mounted
We've got like a
heavy
tripod
weapon.
mounted MG42.
Hopefully that's going to be easier to move around.
You'd hope easier than the E-Web.
Yeah,
It's really hard to say without saying like the Yorkshire.
E-Web. Yeah, I mean, the
Special
special
weapons.
weapons, like basic blasters. Other than that,
Yeah, I mean they're not going to be Death Trooper or Rebel Commando standard because they're core units, but looks like I feel like a heavy weapon.
I like the idea of the fact that you've got like a heavy weapon. That
These
you can...
Devastator Fleet Troopers.
Can't say that.
We can say that. I'm intrigued by these.
Yes.
The Shoretroopers, again, who we see in Rogue One at the Battle of Scarif, it seems an unnecessary
Only fight on the shore.
specialisation. Yes.
I'm a beachcomber guy.
Yeah. I can't go there. That's a cove. You need the cove troopers.
Yes, and it's drying out a bit here. I can't go any further.
No, mate. I don't do an archipelago on Wednesdays.
No.
It's
Got to be inside of the sea. That's all I can do.
Yeah, it's an unusual specialty, isn't it?
But
their core units again. I've always liked the helmet design of the Shoretroopers. I think they're kind of cool, and I like.
You obviously know where they've come
from. Yeah, I like the Shoretroopers as a design. Spec weapons wise, again, it looks like a very similar anti-tank multi-melter.
Yeah,
thing over
but
there.
the thing that looks cool.
The thing is the mortar.
Yeah, which we've only ever seen on the ATS.
Well, the ATS-T one is terrifying.
Yes.
I'm not expecting it to be as powerful as the ATS-T on top of its vehicle mounted and higher up.
It should be anti-personnel though, shouldn't
So you might need a line of sight for it because it's the infantry one as opposed to what it's
you don't seem to have a spot or anything on there, do you?
No, so
yeah.
the mortar I'm expecting to do big boom.
Yeah, I think it is just going to be like breaking up. It's going to give
Chuck some suppression down.
Yeah, definitely. And that would suppress a lot of troops.
Yeah,
so.
I'm sure a direct hit on a vehicle will be fun as well.
Yeah, I think it's more anti-personnel.
It is, yeah. I think anti-personnel. I hope it's a suppressive weapon.
Could be wrong here. It might just be a mine launcher.
Yeah. Because suppression's become such a key mechanic for the last 2 or 3 months.
We've played it to good effect.
Yeah, but we're seeing more suppressive weapons, and you've got guys like Krennic and the Death Troopers who are built to manipulate suppression on the table.
Yeah, you can tie some. I mean, we've had in previous games we've had squads go off the map because.
Yeah, it's becoming more of a thing than it was earlier in the game,
no,
which I think is good. It accentuates the war game side of it. It's a Star Wars war game, and we've got some bits which definitely accentuate the Star Warsiness of it. So it's nice to have it balance out in the other direction as well.
Yeah, so. With these, I'm not sure about the names of the squads, but I do like the kit they carry.
We can make up our own names.
Yeah, that's right.
So we're going to, now that Swansea open, and check out the Sandy Boys and the tripod.
Beachcombers.
Beachcombers. The metal detecting squad, and just the old boys,
Old boys.
like us. Okay, let's bust these open and see what we find. Okay, so we have the Shoretroopers, and we commented earlier about the two different unit cards. One of them is for a 4-man team of Shoretroopers that can also be augmented by 2 additional characters. But the other card is for the DF-90 Mortar Trooper, which is a detachment, which is a new set of rules.
Good. Yeah.
Detachment, its keyword, the Mortar Trooper is keyworded Detachment Shoretroopers. You can be included in an army only with a corresponding Shoretroopers unit. You must deploy at range 1 to 2 of a friendly Shoretroopers unit that has not already been used to deploy another detachment.
Okay. Yeah.
They are a separate unit for purposes of building your army and for issuing orders.
Yeah.
But you can only have them if you have the parent unit as well.
Right, so you're going to just bang them in with someone else, or yeah.
Okay, so running through the basic squad first, which is the Shoretroopers. Selected for rotational duty from exceptional stormtrooper squads, Imperial Shoretroopers were trained not only in tropical environment operations, but also in entrenched warfare. They were often assigned to important bases such as the Imperial Security Facility on Scarif, where they're used for expertise and equipment to counter the rebel commandos' sudden ambush. Okay, so a bit more theme and chrome, meaning that they're not necessarily shore exclusive.
That's good.
We have, we're kind of like a forest jungle planet. And we can
they'll be fine.
In trenches before.
Yes. The casting is really lovely.
Yeah, the Shoretroopers are a core unit. They are 52 points for a squad of 4.
Not bad.
Yeah, 1 hit point each with a courage value of 1, speed 2. Their melee weapon is unarmed combat, which is 1 black, surge to blank. And they also have an E22 blaster rifle, which is range 1 to 3, 1 black, surge to blank. Better than the standard Stormtrooper rifle.
Yeah.
Although they have surge to hit with a Stormtrooper, these guys are surge to blank, so it might average out, I guess.
Okay.
And their defence is red, surge to blank. So they are still cannon fodder.
Yeah, they'll still get blasted up,
52 points for a squad. On top of those, you also have the DF-90 Mortar Trooper. As mentioned earlier, they are a detachment, they're keyworded Detachment Shoretroopers, so you need a Shoretrooper squad if you're going to have a DF-90 Mortar Trooper unit as well. They are troopers, a special type of trooper called an Emplacement Trooper. Emplacement Trooper units follow the same rules as proper trooper units with following exceptions. Emplacement Trooper units can pivot. Emplacement Troopers cannot climb or clamber. Emplacement Troopers cannot use the claim or sabotage repair abilities. Emplacement Troopers can obscure other minis and provide light cover when doing so. Emplacement Troopers cannot be displaced. Ground vehicles and creature troopers cannot move through Emplacement Troopers.
Okay.
They have the keyword fire support. When another friendly unit performs a ranged attack, if you have a face-up order token, each mini in your unit may add an eligible weapon to the attack pool. Oh. If you do, flip your order token face down. Limit 1 fire support per attack pool.
So it could join the fight with something across the map, really. What sort of range has this weapon got?
3 to 4.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't say any line of sight.
No, the mortar would just fire up in the air, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Or eligible weapons, so you might need line of sight. Check wording on that. Full pivot. When you pivot, you can pivot up to 360 degrees. Also has reposition. Either before or after you perform a standard move, you may perform a free pivot action. And Sentinel, your standby range is 1 to 3. He is 36 points for 1 model. He has 3 health points and a courage value of 2. Defense dice is red, surge to blank. Speed 1. His melee weapon is unarmed combat, which is black, surge to blank. He also has an E22 blaster rifle, which is range 1 to 3, 1 black, surge to blank. And we have the DF-90 mortar, which is range 3 to 4, 3 white, surge to blank, critical 1, cumbersome, suppressive, fixed front. So critical 1 is while converting offensive surges, change up to 1 surge to a crit instead of a hit. Cumbersome, you cannot use this weapon and move except for pivoting during the same activation. Suppressive, after you perform a attack, the defender gains 1 suppression token, and fixed front, the defender must be inside your front arc.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, I like that fire.
So that doesn't. Once it's set up, it can't move by the sound of it. Or...
And it's got move 1, and it can do a pivot either before or.
But is there any sort of breakdown or that sort of thing? Or?
No, only that it's moving speed 1. You can double move with it.
Yeah. So it's not like a setup cost or by the sound of it.
T21B Trooper, Shore Troopers only, range 1 to 4, 2 black, 2 white, critical 1. It's a heavier. It's almost like a breaching machine gun. I have to look at what the T21B is.
What sort of hits that do? Sorry.
Range 1 to 4, 2 black, 2 white.
1 to 4?
critical
That's
1.
good. Yeah.
T21B is a heavy blaster. A long-range version of a T21 heavy blaster. It boasted 2 optics, which a T21 lacked, making it deadly at greater distances, but not useful for close quarters combat. It is featured in Star Wars Battlefront.
Oh, okay. Not in a movie. Yeah.
You can box to a unit with an extra grunt for 13 points as well. I want to see these guys play, I think.
Yes.
I'm curious about more time.
They're not like privative points either, are they? So.
No, they're about comparable to Stormtroopers and Snowtroopers. Okay, so the Rebel Veterans. They have a 4-man squad of Rebel Veterans, and they also have a detachment unit in the Mark II Medium Blaster Trooper, which works with the exact same coordinate and detachment rules as the Mortar we just saw with the Shore Troopers. So the Rebel Veterans are 48 points for a squad of 4. Then they come with a Coordinate Emplacement Trooper. After you are issued an order, you may issue an order to a friendly Emplacement Trooper unit at range 1. And they also have a Defend 1. After you are issued an order, gain a dodge token.
That's a big gun.
It's a big gun. 1 hit point each and a courage value of 1 with a defence of white surge to block. Their melee combat is unarmed combat, which is 1 black surge to hit, and their ranged weapon is an A280 blaster rifle, which is range 1 to 3, 1 black surge to hit. Pretty bare bones. And then you have the Mark II Medium Blaster Trooper, who is a detachment for Rebel Veterans. He has 3 hit points and a courage value of 2, and 4 defence rolls, white surge to block, and he has 38 points. His special rules are fire support. When another friendly unit performs a ranged attack, if you have a face-up order token, each mini in your unit may add an eligible weapon to the attack pool. If you do, flip your order token face down, limit 1 fire support per attack pool. He has full pivot. When you pivot, you can pivot up to 360 degrees. He has reposition and Sentinel, which is a standby range of 3.
Similar.
Yeah. He's speed 1. His melee combat is unarmed combat, which is 1 black surge to hit. He also has an A280 blaster rifle, which is range 1 to 3, 1 black surge to hit.
So he's got some self-defense as well.
His main cannon is the Mark II Medium Blaster, which is range 1 to 3, 4 black surge to hit, critical 2, cumbersome, fixed front. So very similar, almost a mirror for.
Yes, the little balance thing going on here.
Yeah, in terms of upgrades, we have environmental gear, Overwatch, and endurance, all of which we have seen before.
Yeah, that all makes sense as well, doesn't it? Yeah.
For an additional 12 points, you can add in a extra grunt to the squad as well, and it also comes with a CM0/93 trooper.
That rolls off the tongue.
Yeah, it really does. Some of these are a bit. It appears there is nothing on it on Wikipedia, so it appears to be a new weapon for Legion.
Okay.
Which just looks like a heavy blaster. It is for an extra 31 points. He is range 1 to 3, 4 white, critical 2.
Okay.
So suppressive and good for anti-trooper and vehicles with that critical 2. But before white isn't the best dice you could roll, as anyone who's ever fired a Z6 will tell you.
Yeah. Oh look, 4 dice coming to you.
They're all crap. It is quite a big MG42, well, it's almost like a Vickers really, isn't it?
Yes.
So we definitely introduce some more bang to the game.
Nice. So is this a sign of them writing their own product? Yeah.
Well, Fantasy Flight have done before.
Yeah, I know they have an Armada, haven't they? So, an X-Wing.
The Imperial Raider was created for X-Wing and ended up being the main ship in Battlefront 2. And turns up in Rebels. So
sure, yeah.
it's all pitching in. It's relatively easy to go together as well.
Well, yeah, they've just been press fit, haven't they? So
detail still.
Excellent. Yeah, I do like the they got their kind of mask over the faces on some of them. That looks really good.
Yeah. Okay, so that's the Imperial Shoretroopers and that's Rebel Veterans.
Yes.
What did you think?
I'm glad that they pointed out they don't have to fight on the shore.
Yes. A canny move.
Yeah, they must have heard me.
Yeah.
I like the fact that it throws some different weapons in.
Mm-hmm.
And also that you can pull in fire from another squad.
Yes.
Yeah.
I also like that there's been quite a lot. We've had a lot of operatives, we've had a lot of spec forces recently, and in the down ATST campaign. It's nice to have some guys with blasters again. It's nice to admit. So it's increased for variety.
Not a lot of new cards, but just really the weapons, wasn't it?
I think it's great. There's more to play with. It's increased, as you say, it's increased for pot. So the mortar, I think, is going to be scary.
That should be dealing out some suppression all over the place.
I like that both of his weapons can chain to other friendly squads as well.
So do I. Yeah. I presume that doesn't need line of sight. You wouldn't think that would.
I'd have to check the rules because it's an eligible weapon, so it depends on the wording.
You kind of think that the heavy blaster.
You'd hope that would need line of sight. Yeah. There's nothing earth-shattering in here, but there's some nice new mechanics.
Yeah, I think it's just throwing some extra different weapons on.
The additional tweaks to formations.
And we're suspicious they've actually invented a weapon.
Yeah, which is fine.
It's fine. Yeah. They could think of a more snappier name for it, I feel.
Yes. Big gun. Big gun. I think these are. So, like I say, it's hard to get super excited about them. Because it's not Sabine or Bosk or DNA tested. We've been rather spoiled recently, but it is good that there's more grunts.
Yes.
It's great, and I love these. They're core units, which is great, and there are people out there who are determined to refight the Battle of Scarif or Battle of Hoth. You've certainly got more options available to you now.
A couple of them on the board could come to the other side.
You can not take Stormtroopers or Snowtroopers and just take 3 to 5 squads of these guys if you want to.
Yeah, but that mortar going off.
3 to 5 times.
Yeah, that's right.
That'd be a big boom.
Yeah.
So to a chronic.
Then that would slow down the other side then.
I think solid additions.
Yeah, good.
Yeah. So thumbs up, thumbs down for these two.
Oh,
so basically the same.
Definitely
one thumb up for me. Yeah. So the next thing to do is to get these spray painted up.
But we've got a major battle beforehand.
Oh, we have. Because we've got the Selwig.
How many points?
2090 shows 1600.
We should spend them though.
We could go bigger if we wanted to. There's nothing stopping us.
We've only got a small map.
Okay. Look forward to our big map coming soon. So guys, thanks very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed us. Get excited over the Rebel Veterans and the Imperial Shoretroopers, who are available now from all good game stores and, let's be honest, some shit ones. If you want to keep up with what we're doing, the easiest way to do it is to subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is in all likelihood where you're watching this right now. If not, you can search for Emotionally 14 on YouTube and search directly and just subscribe directly there. And then you get all our other shows pop up in your feed as well. Or Bring on the Bad Guys, our superhero thing show. So if you enjoyed this show, it's like that, but superheroes. And if you're more of a Star Wars guy, you also get the Talk Star Wars podcast to pop up in your feed as well once a week. Unless someone gets married, then I think they're taking it. So, if you want to see some behind the scenes photos and shots and memes, then the easiest way to do that is to follow us on Instagram and Facebook, which you can do at FireWhenReadyUK. If you want to follow me directly, you can add me on Facebook at facebook.com/BradHarmerBarnes, and you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at RealBradHB. Ian, where can people follow you?
On Instagram on Great Old One.
Awesome, and of course at Bring on the Bad Guys.
Bring on the Bad Guys as well.
For our superhero stuff, which we're pushing quite heavily at the moment, can you tell? Okay guys, thanks very much for watching, and we'll be back very soon, most likely with a gameplay video.
Well, there might be some still shots from the big game.
That'll be on our Instagram.
There will be some background shots from the mega game.
Part 2 of the ATST campaigns. Next.
Yeah.
And then there's an Armada campaign on the way as well.
Ooh.
With Super Star Destroyer.
And Armadas. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You played against a Superstar Destroyer last time, didn't you?
Yeah, I wasn't happy.
Would you like to try taking it out for a spin next time?
I'm just terrified of taking it off the map. But yes, it can be done.
Yeah, awesome. Okay, guys, thanks so much, and see you very soon.
Bye.
Bye.